Good evening and welcome back to another beer review. I'm Ben the Beer Lad, and today I'm going to be doing Robinson's Trooper IPA. This is the Maiden beer, well, one of them, and it is a 4.3% IPA. This is what I got from Morrison's today for £1.85, which is relatively cheap for an IPA, so I'm hoping it's good. And I've never had this one before. I know they've done the Trooper series, and Robinson have done several beers. I think they've done 9 in total. And on my channel, I've only done one, which was the Trooper General beer. I've never, like I said, I've never had this one, but it's same style. It's Eddie from Iron Maiden, Trooper dress. And I'm actually really looking forward to this because I love an IPA, and I've got myself a 500ml bottle of IPA, which you don't really get anymore. You just sort of get like 330 cans or 440s, but 500ml bottle. There is guff on the back. I will read it, but if you don't want to listen and you don't want to, I'll probably show it at the end, and you can just skip ahead. Just skip ahead. It says Iron Maiden and Robinson's Brewery team up once again with Trooper IPA, a 4.3 ABV golden India Pale Ale, packed full of hoppy flavors. This beer references the American IPA revolution with its choice of hops. Was created by Bruce Dickinson and Robinson's head brewer Martin Weeks. A perfect sessionable ale designed to be enjoyed no matter what time of year. It says that there. Just focus it for you. And it also has it in, I think, French. I think that's French. It looks like French. Anyway, I don't speak French. I don't know. But besides that, there was no guff on this whatsoever. Yeah, the only other guff that's on there is obviously the pregnancy warning, and it says alcohol can cause lifelong harm to your baby. So don't drink while you're pregnant. Also, don't drink while you're driving. It doesn't say that on here, but don't do it. But yeah, there's the cap. I'll focus the cap for you because you can't see it. It is, what is it? The reincarnation of Benjamin Brieg, 2006. That's something to do with the albums. Each cap is different. Well, I say each cap. Most of the caps are different, unique. Something to do with album covers, or something to do with Eddie, or a song, or something. I'm on my way to collecting them all. I've got like 7 somewhere in over there. And this is a new one for me, so I picked it up. So, with all that said, let's crack it open and see what we've got. I'm going to try and keep the cap as intact as possible because, like I said, I'm collecting them. And yeah, there we go. There we go. Lovely. And there we have our lovely beer. Oh, interesting. Right, so as you can see, it is a crystal clear. It's crystal clear. It's like food coloring water. It's crystal clear. I can see perfectly through that. Not a problem. The fact that you can see through the glass to the other side, it shows it's crystal clear. It's a slightly yellow amber color. Head is white. Compact bubbles, but they're not really sticking around. But I'm more amazed at compared to the beers I've done recently. That it's just as clear as an empty glass. It's just coloured different. That's it. Anyway, so it does look nice though. It's not really. It doesn't look heavily carbonated. Like I said, the head is going quickly. So let's get a smell and see what we can get, shall we? tell you what, it does have that standard IPA smell, mangoes, grapefruit, citrus style, and then it's got this own sort of unique twist to it that I've not really had in an IPA so far, or at least in the smell of an IPA. It's got a more piney, earthy, grassy smell to it. It smells quite, well, earthy and piney and grassy, woody, almost as if you're walking through a, I don't know, a woodland or something. You get that nice fresh smell of what you smell around you, the woodlands, trees and grass and nature, basically. It's got a nature smell to it, and I think that is quite nice so far. So let's get a mouthful for the body and carb, shall we? Carbonation is light. It's not too light that it's not noticeable. It's noticeable, but it's not in the way. It's just light. Body is a light medium, more medium, but it's not too thick. It's still light. It's still a summery drink so far. That's so far so good. Quite nice. So let's get a big old taste, shall we? Cheers. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really nice. So, I'll get it out the way. It's an IPA, so you're gonna get citrus, you get grapefruit, a little bit of mango, that kind of stuff. It is there. You can't argue with it. It's there. But then it's got its own the nature, earthy, all that nature smell is in the taste. So it's got its own. It sort of has the IPA first, and then it moves. It sort of goes, yep, it's an IPA. There you go. There's your flavors. Get that out the way. And it moves into its own style of nature and grassiness and earthiness and pininess, if you get what I mean. To sort of take it into its own flavor, and that moves on to it's got a nice dry finish from what I can tell. Yeah, that naturey flavor, which is the most of the flavor, goes into a nice dry, slightly bitter finish. And that is gorgeous. 4.3, so yes, it's a sessionable IPA. It is a lower percentage drink. It's not one to have a couple of and then that's it, that's your night. You can have a few of these, happily have a few of these. Pardon me. But it is flavoursome. Don't let the 4.3 think it's not flavoursome. It is packed full of flavour, which I kind of was expecting, because the Trooper lager, I think it's the lager, it's the standard Trooper beer, it's nice and I like that one, but I like this better. I think that's more because I'm a IPA drinker, I'm more of a craft ale drinker. I think they've done something for everyone, but this I personally think is way better. It's not a unique beer. I'm sure other brewers have done this style of IPA, not fruity but almost mixture of stuff. It's not a standard IPA. It has its own flavour. I'm not saying it's by itself. I'm not saying it's a unique one. I'm sure there are other brewers that I've not had that have done this style before, but it's really nice. It's so good. That's so good. I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Like I said, I didn't think I was going to be upset with it. I thought, personally, it was going to be a really nice beer. And I'm not disappointed. I love this. This is so nice. Like I said, 185 from Morrison's, 500 mils, and it's cheaper than a lot of IPAs I've had. It's cheaper than a lot of pales. It's cheaper than a lot of lagers I've had, and they come in 440. They come 440s, 330 cans. This is more. It's cheaper, and I think it's better. Personally, taste is down to personal preference, but I think this is way better. So I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna go away and enjoy the last half of this drink. Well, half a pint of this drink. So, Troopers IPA. I'll just put that into focus. Out of 10, I'm gonna happily give that an 8. 8 out of 10. Doesn't fit into my favourites, but it is a very, very nice IPA. If they had this on tap, I would happily drink this on tap over anything else. Well, anything that I've gave below a 9 and 10. This is up there. So, if you have had Robinson and Iron Maiden's Trooper IPA, let me know what you think, if you like it, if you don't. If you've not had it, like I said, it's in Morrison's for 185. I will leave the link for their website, not Morrison's, the Trooper website down below if you want to get one. They have Trooper, they've got IPA, they've got about 8 or 9 beers, all different styles. They're not all IPAs and lagers. There's a stout. They've got all sorts, and I'm gonna try and drink them all eventually. It's probably easy just to get them from Morrison's. So yeah, if you've not had one, I'll leave the links down below. If you don't want to do that online and stuff, just Morrison's. If you like the video, thumbs up, thumbs down, all that usual stuff. If you want to subscribe, consider doing so, because the show must go on, etc., etc., so on and so forth, and I'll see you later. Bye.